Starkville, Mississippi is home to the Mississippi State University Bulldogs, which houses over 20,000 college students. MSU has approximately 10 colleges, over 70 different majors, and numerous concentrations for students to choose from. Within these colleges and majors, there are certain guidelines to help students accomplish what they are here for: graduation. Curriculum is something always changing. However, are certain classes that have been phased out important to help shape students into professionals? And how do students feel about some of these out-of-date courses required? Foreign language and public speaking are two of the hot topics within the academic realm. Should both be required for students to graduate? Different departments around campus have different views on this subject, as well as students.
I think in kinesiology it should be required because most people are going into the medical field, and if you can speak Spanish or something, you can work with Hispanic patients, and you can talk to them in their language. They can understand you more, and they're more comfortable than having hire a translator and talk in between them and hope they don't get anything mixed up.
No, we're not.
Well, do you think it would be beneficial to know another language for your major?
I think it would. I co-op for a company once where we were working on a piece of machinery, and the instructions were in German and Russian. They weren't in English, so we had to find a way to figure out what I was talking about.
Is working in communications. You're obviously going to be working with different people from all over the place, and being able to be bilingual is helpful in finding a job for one and for helping your company succeed when you finally get a job.
Here are some quick facts about foreign language requirements here at MSU. International business requires 4 levels of foreign language. However, the rest of the business college does not require its majors to take any foreign language course at all. As Sarah stated, kinesiology majors do not have to take a foreign language. And lastly, engineering students are not required to take a foreign language course. But how do foreign language teachers feel about this?
Yeah, well, I think, as I said, that learning languages is always beneficial because it opens the mind, and you learn how to understand other people in the world. You get to know important things about, the planet in general.
According to USA Today, even foreign language professors are starting to notice that students don't think it is necessary.
I don't necessarily think it should be required. I mean, there's people that take foreign language as a major, so you can always hire them to do all the speaking for you. And plus, I think most majors require only 2 years of foreign language, so you can't learn enough in 2 years to be fluent. So unless you're going to take 4, maybe 5 years of foreign language, you're not going to be fluent enough to speak it as a second language.
How many semesters of foreign language did you have to take?
3.
Do you believe that taking 3 semesters was helpful or not?
No.
Do you believe that if you were filling out a job application, you could put down that you were fluent in whatever foreign language you spoke?
Absolutely not.
USA Today states that some universities are beginning to freshen up foreign language curriculum to interest students again and help students realize the need for foreign languages within today's world.
I think public speaking or any communication course, Intro to Com or anything equivalent, business communication should be required for any major on campus. For example, the 15 community colleges in the state of Mississippi still require public speaking as one of the core classes for graduation. I think it's a vital component for anyone who enters the workforce. They've got to know how to communicate, whether it's one-on-one, in front of a group of people, or with a group.
Here at MSU, business majors are required to take either fundamentals of public speaking or intro to communication. However, there is no public speaking requirement for the Ackerson School of Accountancy. Also, there is no public speaking requirement for engineering majors. Many faculty members believe that public speaking is an important skill for students to acquire. However, students have mixed emotions about the old school speech class.
Public speaking is required for my major, but I don't think it should be required for students. There should be other opportunities, more realistic opportunities for students to practice their public speaking abilities, and in the classroom with random topics just kind of doesn't do it.
Even though some students think giving speeches on assigned topics is outdated, some students see the importance of learning how to present information to a group of people.
As much as I despise public speaking, I still think it should be required, because even though I don't think I'll need to have really good public speaking skills, because I think I'll be working at a desk, I never know down the line if I'm going to be a manager and I may have to speak in front of people and give presentations, so I do think it still is important.
According to U.S. News on Careers, the key to being successful in the workplace is by being a decent public speaker. Also, U.S. News states having the ability to speak in front of people is a very helpful career skill, no matter if you are just starting out or already have a corner office.
Actual public speaking class, but yes, it should be too, because you never know when you're going to have to get up in front of people and talk to them, and it's always good to have that skill, so I think it should be.
I have a friend that's in animal dairy science right now, and she's in public speaking. She said it's the most terrifying thing ever, but she's glad that she's in it because it'll help her with presentations when she gets to vet school and when she goes to do research.
Jerry Seinfeld once said, "I read a thing that actually says that speaking in front of a crowd is considered the #1 fear of the average person. I found that amazing. #2 is death." That means, to the average person, if you have to be at a funeral, you would rather be in the casket than doing the eulogy.